What's going on, guys? Joe the Chocobo here, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 2.5. And today what we're doing is we're just going to go ahead and hammer away at some Thaumcraft stuff in terms of the research. Now, obviously, we had a bottleneck in terms of a while ago, 2 episodes ago, whenever I was like, we don't really have much paper, and we're out now. But we did put down that sugarcane, and we got a little bit back. It's not going quite as fast as I would really want. Ooh. Oh, well, it tells you what that can give you. That's kind of nice. So we do have now a little bit of paper, but not quite a whole ton. So I can't just go like willy-nilly using it all. But hey, at least we got that automated and all rocking and rolling. We can obviously do a little bit more with this stuff, but at least this will be a good start point. So let me go ahead and throw that into there. I probably shouldn't have thrown in that whatchamacallit in there. Probably should not have thrown in the bow, but that's all right. All right, research mastery. So we have been granted the research for this now. I'd say let's make a deconstruction table. Let's get the research for it. So let's start off with the research mastery one. That to me sounds a lot more useful in terms of what we can potentially get out of it. And here we got ourselves a good old thingamajig. All right, so we've had these 3 before, right? These 3 are all kind of same old kind of business. So let me go ahead and start off by doing, actually, let's try to do it a different way. It's just to kind of play around with what we have to work with here. Let's kind of mess around with the way that we've done this before. So let's go down and do fire. And then let's have the owl do air. Okay, so there's fire and air. And then let's have our little magic business. So that's Potentia. All right, and then we can link that to fire. And then anything with fire, we'll combine those 2. So, well, this is fire and light. So that's actually a pretty useful one. Fire and light, fire and light, fire and light. Alright, well, regardless, I suppose I shouldn't really linger on that too terribly long. We also are going to need ordo. I'm looking for something to get the ordo a little bit closer so I can get a better idea of what exactly we need in order to make ordo happen. And so today is going to be like a lot of me just kind of poking and prodding at this kind of stuff. So if this ain't your jam, you can always come back next time. I think we'll try to vary it up next time as well. So if this is not your real big jam, you don't have to worry about it. Be like, oh no, why did this episode have to be this? Don't worry, we'll get the next one. But we're looking for something that involves terra and fire, which I honestly don't know if that exists. We can do a spooky ghost in fire. Terra. Terra's always a tricky one. Actually, the second I put Terra down, I kind of regretted my decision, to be completely honest, but that's all right. All right, maybe we're thinking about this the wrong way. Let's do it like so. So we can do this. That links. Oh. No, those 2 aren't linked right there. So what I need to do is I need to put another one of those crystals. All right, put that right here, and that should connect the whole shebang. Wait, no, it didn't. LOL. Fine. So I need to put this like over here, and then I need to take an ordo and put that there. All right, so now those things are all linked. So now it's about getting air connected to either fire or earth. It doesn't really matter which of the 2 that ends up happening. Well, I could use this to connect that, although I don't quite know what metal will be used then afterwards. So, This is fire and air. So Lux is a pretty good one in general, but not quite going to be what I think I want right now. Fire. So this is fire and a spooky ghost. Thinking that might be an actually decent one. Although this arbor, yeah, I should use arbor. We should try to use arbor as much as we can, because arbor is kind of like one of those things where it's not really like I'm not really hurting for it. All right, so there we go. 1 research mastery coming right on up. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Alrighty, and then we'll just kind of throw this next one in there. And then let's take a look. So research mastery. You become even more efficient. Whenever you remove an aspect that is used upon a hex, there's a 50% chance it will gain the research point. Additionally, there's a 10% chance that whenever you place an aspect, that will not cost any research points to do so, which is good. Lastly, you are able to combine aspects in the research table by shift-clicking on the aspect you wish to create. Also good. If you have enough of the component aspects, they will automatically combine and create a click aspect. So simplifying our research ability a little bit more. And I actually have no idea what this is. Research duplication. Sharing is caring. I don't think I want that, because I think that's if you have other people in your world and stuff and you want to share the research, but we don't have anyone else in this world. So hopefully I'm not wrong about that, but regardless, let me go ahead and ignore it for the time being. What is this? That's Perdicio. All right, whatever. All right, so there's Perdicio. There's a tool one. This one is the one that I think will throw me off the most. So let me go ahead, get that out here. So this involves a brain and beast. And brain requires spooky ghost or fire. So I suppose what we can do here is we can just put in a spooky ghost. Spooky ghost. Alright, and then spooky ghost plus, man, we can combine those. Yeah, because cognito or whatever. So this is life and death, but we can just link them back up with a brain. So I think I just put a brain in here. Yep, and the brain will work. And then now I have to combine a brain with Perdicio, which is probably not going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so let's see here. Perdicio. Perdicio. So we have to just find these goal things. This is one thing that I would actually recommend that people mess around with. It just seems fun to me. It seems fun to kind of poke around and see what this is all about, because this is actually kind of cool. I do think it is actually really, really neato. Alright, so Perdicio is involved with death, right? So I guess we could do like a spooky ghost into death into that. That work? Yeah. Alright, so let's do spooky ghost into death. There we go. Another thing of research. And with this, we have now learned about the deconstruction table. And I'm hoping this is going to give us what I'm, like the actual things, like the little bits. There comes a point in any thought where he's unable to progress with research due to his lack of knowledge. One possible recourse is the deconstruction table. This table allows you to break down objects to their simplest parts, which you can examine. There are limits, however. The table breaks compound aspects into their component aspects until only primal aspects remain. During this process, much knowledge is lost, and at best, the thaumaturge can hope for is a single piece of primal knowledge. For example, iron will be simplified into Terra and Ordo, only one of which will have a chance of being discovered. It's also fairly slow, and fewer aspects an object has, the lower the chance to discover something. Oh, that sounds really lousy. Alright, so we need to make this on an arcane workbench. A golden axe, a golden pickaxe, a table, and another thermometer. So we do have the arcane work table here. I'm assuming I lose my thermometer if I do this, so that's kind of unfortunate. But we can certainly make something happen here. So I need to get my little shards. Let's get these 2 shards out here. Alright, and then we need some gold as well. Now we do actually need a fair bit of gold because I need an axe and a pickaxes and blah 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 blah. Also need glass. 1 thing of glass will do the trick. And then with that, I can just go ahead and create these things. So I believe it was a pickaxe and an axe. So let me just go ahead and make the axe. I'm really hoping I remember this correctly. There's a pickaxe. Not that it's a big deal if I didn't. And then also we should probably make another table. Thombraft. Alright. Table. Craft. Boom. Alright. And then with this, I can just put the gold to either side, glass in the middle, and then put the 2 shards. Alright, there's another thom. And then we can actually we can research our own thermometers. Hey, alright, cool. So we've learned this new, and I believe it's like that. Well, something happened. A number popped up. Oh, book. Axe, golden pickaxe, table, and a thumb. Huh. I wonder... Oh, wait. Is it because I don't have a... What happened to my wand? Why is my wand not in there? Alright, hold on. Let me get the wand. I think that's what we're currently waiting on. Alright, there is my wand. Let me go ahead. Throw that in. Insufficient viz. Well, crap. Well, it's going to take quite a bit. Alright, so I suppose we'll have to wait on that for a little while. Let's take a look at what else we can do. Rs nodes, we already read this, I think. Yeah, we already did. So advanced node tapping and then other stuff. I guess we might as well try to research this stuff, eh? So let's go ahead, take the scribe tools out again. And let's learn this now. So put the scribe tools back in. Put this research in there. Oh, interesting. It's something we haven't learned yet. Well, this is entering some truly strange things. Alright. Ooh, goggles are revealing. I think this is the thing that lets me see the nodes even better. Actually, let's do that first. Hold on. So, with that in tow, goggles are revealing. Dang it! Another question mark, really? I wonder what it is we're missing. I thought we did a pretty good job of collecting just about every single kind of thing there is in the whole thing, but apparently not. This is a very, very interesting conundrum. Well, we're kind of locked down, I guess. Alright, well, let's take a look around. There's paving stones, boarding, travel, goggles, revealing, item great. Enchanted fabric. Bone bow? And then some very mysterious stuff. Alright, so we clearly need some more by way of these little resource things, or I don't know what they're officially called anymore, but we are going to need to get more of these scanned. I'm hoping that at some point I'm going to encounter the one that we need. Nope. Research note is not scannable. It does not seem like. There's the hammer. Already learned thumb. Learned all this stuff here as well. Darian base does not yield anything. Octatic capacitor. Kind of loath to pull this out, but meh. Alright. And then learn that. Alright, put the octatic capacitor back in. Okay, we already learned about ender pearls. And shears, iron axe, perhaps? Ooh, okay. So we learned something new. I don't think that's going to be the one we need, though. But who knows? Perhaps it will be. Alright, so let's go and see. Let's go see if that has helped. Nope, still not it. And all this stuff. What's inventory scanning? Hover items with thought on the cursor. Like that? Hover items with thermometer on the cursor to scan. So, like, does this work? Oh! Oh. So it has to be in my inventory, though. Ah, okay. That's not bad, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a whole bunch of this stuff into our inventory. Let's put the sticks away. And then that way we can just kind of zoom along and get this all done. Ball moss, basic card, all this stuff. Auto compressor we already did, arrows we already did, birch sapling, we already did blaze powder, blaze head we can do, blitz rod, block of gold we already did, block of iron we did, block of redstone, bone meal, book, oil, we already did bows, Lord knows we did a lot of bows, brick, bright illuminated panel, bronze ingots, cactus seeds, cake, calculation processor, and a capacity card. Whoop, that's not a capacity card, that's a person's head. Capacity card. Alright, so with that all, scan that. Wow, aluminum gave us a lot. Jeez Louise. Block of gold was good. Block of aluminum was not. Block iron was good. Blank pattern was good. Technicolor glasses worked. Bone meal. Let's run blaze hand. Birch sapling. Oh, capacity card. Those advanced cards, rather, they did a pretty good job for us. Brick. Bright illuminated panel. Bronze ingots. Cactus. Cake. Ooh, look at that. Look at the first one. What is that? Is that new? Alright, let's put all these away. Was that something new? I don't recall seeing one that looked that scary. Oh, we got one that looked like a guy looking to the left, like ready to chomp someone's face off. What was that? Or I'm just crazy. Alright, I could have sworn I saw something that was like a face that was looking to the left and was like ready to chomp the world, but apparently not. Apparently I'm just crazy. Alright, learn about carrots. We don't know about carrot seeds. Cave spider head. Certus quartz cutting knife. Certus quartz dust we've learned. Alright, nope, that's the dust. Wrench, chain, boots, helmet, chance cube scanner. Cheese on toast. Cinder pearl. Big old clay. Cluckinator. We already learned cobblestone. Cobalt. Coal. Cobblestone wall. We already know it doesn't do anything. Common treasure. Compressed cobblestone, I guess. Conductive dadgum game. Conduit probe. Conduit binder. Cooked chicken. Copper ingot. Copper block. Cotton seeds. Crafting co-processors. We already did crafting table. Creeper heart. Creeper head. Crystal chest we've already done. Cyanide dust we have not. Oh, we never went back for the flowers. Ooh, diamond horse armor. Oh, all right. Hold on. Let's scan through what we got here right now. And carrot seeds, nothing. Spider head was good. So its quartz knife was, yeah, the knife was good. The wrench was good. Chain boots was good. Chain helmet was good. Chance cube is sense? Really? All right, scanner was pretty good. Cheese on toast yielded metal. Just remember that. Remember that for the rest of your life. When we look at like grilled cheese, just remember. Apparently, in KwehCraft, it regards that as metal. FYI. I already know all that stuff. Cinder pearl, conduit binder, cooked chicken, copper ingots, copper block, cotton seeds, crafting co-processing, creeper hearts, creeper head, cyanide dust. I think we've already tried to scan everything else here. Yep, alright. So, onward we go. So we were at... So we did cyanide ingot. Iron, well, I guess we haven't done the bars either, so that's fine. I'm trying to get this dandelion depth first. We didn't do diamonds yet? Diamond essence, diamond horse armor. Division sigil could potentially be really good. If there were ever like a dark horse of what could be potentially really, really neat, that would be my guess. Dust. Ender infused obsidian. Nope. Actually, enderman essence is fine. Trying to get the ender lily seeds. Nope. Enderman head. Another enderman head. Enderman trophy. Did the energy acceptor. Engineering processor. Espresso. Exotic seed. Fairy ingots. Fans. Feather fletching, although I doubt that's going to yield anything. Ferrous, flint. Oh, we never did do flint, eh? Yeah, we never actually ended up doing flint. Alright. Dark iron bars, dark steel, dandelion, depth first. Ooh, jeez, diamond essence going in. Armor and beast. Ooh, that sounded like something new. Whatever that star shuriken thing is, that's new. Enderman trophy, no good. Enderman head, no good. This Enderman head's good. So what? Iguana. Okay, so the iguana tweaks ones don't really play nice. Enderman essence? Yo, the essences are actually like really, really hype. Like, I think they're a little bit overly hype. Not gonna lie, they seem a little bit overly powerful. Fan. Feather. Nope. Ferris. Flint. Flint and steel. Alright, so let's go ahead and return all those bad boys into here. And with that, I think we should be looking pretty darn good. I'm just going to go ahead and do glowstone essence, because my guess is that glowstone essence is going to be like pretty lit. Nope. Come on, gold coin. Alright, there we go. Golden helmet, golden pants, golden boots, golden apple. Gold horse armor, golden nuggets. Nope. Golden nuggets. Golden egg. Ah, there you go. Golden lasso. And graphite. Grass. Item filter. Iron oreberry bush. Invar. Iron bars. Good lord, it's just constantly in flux, which is kind of obnoxious, honestly. And then let's take the music discs, although I don't think music discs really do much of anything. Alright, I'm good with that. If we get what we need, I'm good with that. Yeah, essences are so freaking hype. They give you so much. Golden boots. Oh, that's new as well. Heart in a bottle. So we have the ninja shuriken and the heart in a bottle. Each music disc apparently gives me something different. So I was wrong. Music discs are apparently all the hype, and I was just incorrect. Graphite bar, nothing. Golden lasso. Okay. Grass seeds, item filter. Toilet paper. Say sweet irony. I appreciate your jokes. I appreciate your jokes, game. You're the best. Alright. Let's go ahead, throw these all back in. I'm actually inclined to go for... Here, wait. Let's... Ew. Essence. Let's go ahead and get whatever essence that I can. So, earth. Let's see. We haven't done earth, fluix, nether, obsidian, quartz, redstone, slime, technicolor, yellowite. I think we already tried Minicio and all them, but I'll try them again. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what this does. Yeah, like, look at that. Look at how many they give us. Like, 40s, 60s. It's crazy how much they give. And the nice thing is they give you a lot of primals, which are super lit. Because, like, you can use primals to make other things and stuff like that, so it's actually really good. Oh, okay. That worked. Imperio worked for some reason, but then Minicio did not. By that logic, can I do this? Rolls of Vicio Essence, give me like mad gains? Mad gains? Master Infusion Stones, Vicio Essence. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go see what the survivors had to do. Alright, so we have... Okay, it was the Ninja Shuriken, and then we also have Heart in a Bottle. So, let's see, what are you, Ninja Shuriken? Oh, I don't think we actually had this before. Superbia. That's a new one. Alright, Heart in a Bottle is heal or cure, Sano. Oh, that's right! I never did scan any of my potions. Well, I feel like a silly Billy. Oh, there's Gluttony. Oh, that's Gluttony. Okay. I think I actually had that before. And then Aura. Okay, cool. So this is going to involve air and magic. So I'm just going to go ahead and do air because we probably have more air than magic. Barely. Alright, so... And then magic is made of... Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. And then we have air and this. So anything with air and fire or air and order. Well, there's one very easy way that's popping into my mind for how to do this, but nope. Let's do it this way. Alright, perhaps not. Perhaps this will be the best way to do it. Alright, so... Ooh, this is air and order. Because this is, I believe... Yeah. So I can do this. And then with order and air, I can make you. And then with that, I can combine you, with air. Aha! All right, good. So another research has been completed. Research. Goggles revealing. Reveal. And then goggles revealing. All right. So goggles revealing. Building on the basic principles of the thermometer, you have begun refining its ability to detect magic into something more revealing. This set of mystical lenses will make our nodes much easier to find, along with revealing all manner of hidden things. They form an important tool in any thaumaturgist's arsenal. So this is going to require 2 thermometers. Okay, that's not a big deal. It just kind of seems rather spooky. We also need all this stuff. Air, fire, all this other junk. So I'm assuming this means that I'm going to need... Arcane ear and a sinister lodestone. Why in the world would I ever want to get something that's called sinister? Like, why? Why, I ask you. Primal charms form an important basis for any thoughts. They have no inherent power on their own, besides focus, remember, persistently trying to have additional power. There's little more than hearsay. Well, that's not helpful. I would suppose that the right way to go about this is to be going into better wands, right? Wand foci, 4 means function. All right, so let's do copper, because this one doesn't seem like copper makes sense. That would be able to do copper stuff. So let's make a copper wand cap. Let's also do these ones as well, because I think that having good wands, it can't possibly hurt us to have a good wand. All right, and then copper wand caps. When iron caps just don't cut it, that's perfect, because that's exactly the reason why I want to get it. Let's see, this is going to require ordo and people. So let's do ordo. Actually, we probably have a fair number of people ones, don't we? When Choco is blind and cannot see what he's trying to find. Rip. Oh, there you are. Yeah. We have more ordo than we do that stuff. Alright, there's ordo. And this is just going to be ordo and the other thing going back and forth, so we might as well just combine those. And the metal, that's earth and the stone. Alright, and then like that, and then we can just do Terra. Easy peasy. That was actually a really easy one. Alright, and then let's do wand foci. Fire and magic. That seems not that bad. Alright, so we have tons of this stuff. Like, literally tons. And then we can combine that with either fire or ordo, but we have more fire by far, so let's just do that. Easy peasy. Gold wand caps. This is going to require greed. I feel more inclined to go with man rather than using hunger. Alright, so let's go with man. Tools also are man. Is metal also man? No. I had dreams. I had dreams, they all turn to memes, cry every time. Alright, so this can be beast or brain. So let's do brain. And I believe this will work. Nope, just kidding. What is metal? Earth. It's earth and this thing. Ooh. Ooh, was that a bad choice? Maybe I should have gone beast. Yeah. I should have gone beast. Alright. I think we got it back. I think we got it back in the end. Alright, so let's put in beast there. And then we'll put in Motus. And then that should be able to be linked by ooh, wait, did I screw this up again? No, okay, good. So I can just do like ordo, this thingy, and then Terra. That was a really roundabout way of doing that, but you know what? It got the job done. I don't care. Alright, and then Terra. Instantly, my mind snaps to that. Mining. Ordo and man. What about magic? You know I love this stuff. Game, how can you victimize me? The game is actually picking on me right now because it knows I can't say no to that. Curse you. Curse you and your craziness. Alright. And then guess we'll use an ordo here. Alright, so what we got? We have Terra and an ordo. So we can make that. And then we have to combine that with that, so ordo. Am I missing something here? Why is this not working? What is this? What just happened? Because that's okay. Hold on. Let's start from this. All right. So this leads to ordo, and then ordo led into this, which is good, which also works with Terra, and then that is going to link to your arbor thingy, your tree. Where's my tree? Tree, 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 tree. Where did you go, tree? It's gonna drive me crazy. Wait, what is tree? Tree? Oh. Literally right in front of my face. Oh. When Choco didn't do everything. Silly, silly me. Alright. And then copper. All that different stuff learned. And did I learn what this was? Yes, it was also crazy shuriken thing. Cool. And then we can learn that once I guess we have the goggles and all that stuff. So let's go read into wands. Carved from Greatwood logs, this rod has double the vis storage potential of mundane wood, being able to store up to 50 of each type. That sounds really promising. Greatwood being what we need. Copper wand caps have similar properties to iron, used as wand cap as efficient as gold when used to channel. What the heck is it? When used to channel or Perdicio vis. Thanks, man. This is great. That's awesome. You're the best. You make me want to punch you. Oh, what is this bull shrimp? Wand foci. Alright, some careful experimentation has shown you the way to expand the abilities of even the most basic wand. By combining crystalline vis shards with quartz crystals and infusing them with magic, you are able to align the crystals into a matrix. If the proper types and amount of vis is focused in the matrix, it will reshape the raw magical energies into something useful, controlled and geared to a specific task. Adding a focus to your wand is a simple task. Simply press F while holding the wand, and any foci you are carrying will show up in a radial menu, allowing you to choose from any of the ones you're carrying with a simple click. Your initial experiments involve shaping a fire, and the resulting focus proved to be a simple but useful tool. It is capable of sending forth a cone of elemental fire, burning all in its wake. Oh, that sounds neat. Well, we don't have a particular need, honest. That actually sounds really cool. Perhaps we will get into that, but we don't really need that right now. I don't need to be burning things. That's actually probably the last thing I need. All right, and then what is this? Gold wand caps. Gold is far superior focusing than iron, and wands capped with this material take no penalty when used to channel vis. Oh, well then let's do that. Why the heck would I do this? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm down. So I don't have any Greatwood, nor do I particularly know how to obtain said Greatwood. So where does one find a Greatwood? Really? The only way to find Greatwood is through a set? Really? Really, game? Like, you really want to be this way? You really want to be this way? Is there a different way to get Greatwood? Greatwood Thorncraft. Alright, well, this is an interesting conundrum, because I don't actually know where we would find Greatwood. My gut instinct is to say that we can't find it, because we don't have any earth in Sky Factory, because we're floating in the air. So I don't actually know if it's possible to find Greatwood. So I basically have to get stupidly lucky and find it in a loot bag, I suppose. That's kind of lousy. I don't know. Alright, well, we got all this in order. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get our goggles into play here. Oh, but that's right. We needed the... That's why we were doing this in the first place, because we need all these different things. Let's see. What is my wand capable of? Let's make a gold capped wand. Let's put that together and let's see how that goes. So let me make gold capped. Ooh, what is that? A Thaumian embossed silverwood wand. This all sounds really intense. I want them. Alright, I'm assuming that there's no reason why I can't use this on a regular wand. Here, let's try. Alright, so gold. We'll take the nuggets and we'll do that. Is that not good enough for you or something? What? Am I losing my mind here? Does it have to be in the arcane table maybe? Alright, then like this. Ah, okay, there we go. Oh, and we need all these different things. Be a little butthead. Alright, 3.3. So we don't have enough of ordo or the fire thingy. I forget what it's called. I don't remember. Alright, so let's go get our Harry Potter wand out. And I guess this begs the question of how does that actually work? Because I actually don't know if I ever learned how wands exactly work. Casting wands is your most basic but most important tool. Is what you use to craft objects, activate blocks like the Crucible, and countless other tasks. The most basic wand stores a very limited amount of magical energy that is used to perform tasks. They replenish energy in a wand. You must right-click and hold to draw Viz from an aura node. While holding a wand, you will see an indicator on the top left of the screen that shows how much Viz is stored within the wand. Holding Shift will display the exact numbers. Wands are always constructed by the combination of a rod and two end caps. Basic wands, blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. So this is an interesting problem because I don't have any nodes to speak of, which is an interesting problem to run into. So the question is, where is the best place to find an aura node? What should one do to find an aura node? All these stars. I feel like the stars can get in the way. Here, let's sleep off the night. Sleep, sleep, sleep. And then now we can embark on a fresh new day and look for an aura node. But honestly, I don't even know what an aura node looks like. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm even looking for. Also, still no cows! How is that possible? How have we still found no cows? It's offensive. Makes me want to cry. How is it possible that we've after all this time, we still have yet to get a single dadgum cow? You see, I think the Viz stuff is the stuff that we found whenever we killed things. It's like those little like orbs, like those little like faint glowing orbs. But the only time I've ever seen them has been whenever I've killed critters. Here, let's try again. Maybe I have to have the wand out. Here, I'm gonna beat some things into. Yeah, I'm gonna beat some stuff up with my wand. Oh, Harry Potter would be proud. And by proud, I mean he'd probably be disgusted with the fact that I'm using a wand to kill people, but still. These things are mobs. They don't have feelings. Is his name Mignon? No. As a bat slowly succumbs to death. Alright. Smack, 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 smack. It's gained some. It definitely gained some. Right? I don't think I used to have 11 water. Maybe I did. I don't know. I didn't think I did. Are they going up? If they are, they're going up ever so slightly. Here, let's go to a place where I can kill without remorse. Let's go to the Nether. I'm going to fix up Executioner as well, just in case I need to get it all sorted and done. Alright. All looking good. And then repair this bad boy all the way up. Alright. And then through the portal we go. And we must hope for the best. Okay, we're through. And off the wild blue yonder. I am going to keep this out in case I see something that like really is like obviously like, oh, I didn't see that until I looked at the inventory. Or the thermometer. But I don't think I'll run into anything. Because I think you're supposed to still be able to, like, kind of see them whenever you're just looking at them. And the Nether is, you know, it's one color. Like, you're not really often running into, like, any surprises so much with this. Holy crap! That is legitimately horrifying. That is something truly awful in ways that I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to explain. Alright, let's go ahead and just put a whole bunch of these guys down. Alright. Okay, goodbye, goodbye. I'm slowly being burned to death. Alright. Yeah, these things. Are those Vis? I think they might be. I'm inclined to believe that they are. Get out of here. Alright. Ow. I'm very slowly being burned to death. Alright, let's just power through these bad boys. Alright, we're legends. Ooh, I got poisoned. I need to back off for a moment. Alright, there we go. Nothing can be learned from the loot bags. Rest in pepperonis. Feels bad, man. Where's the There's a necrotic bone. Wow! Okay. So necrotic bone is apparently literally all the hype in the world that you could possibly fit. Holy dang. Necrotic bone just gave us so much. What the heck? Alright. Let's go ahead and run through. Oh. Fire bat. No. Dadgum you. Crying out loud, Blazes. Trying to get stuff done here, and you're just being a pain in the butt, man. You're just being a pain. Oh, great, and I just aggroed those guys over there. Alright, come on. No, drop another one of those weird orbs. Drop the orbs. There. That stuff. Aspect orb. Nothing can be learned from this. Can I, like, suck you up? Okay, we definitely did get some Viz from doing this, though. Wrath Shard. Huh, okay. Ow. So I think those... Are you... I can't tell. I don't know if those are actual things or not, but I'm going to pretend that they are and keep on hunting them down. I have no idea if that's actually what's happening, but in my world, that's what's happening, so that is what I am convinced to do. Hey, Pigman, come here. That's right. Well, rip. Feels bad, bros. Let's go ahead. Smack up that wither skelly. Alright, so right now we are rocking out 25 of all except for water, it looks like. Which would make sense, because we're killing critters of the Nether, so that makes perfect amounts of sense to me. I say we go back. Let's go back. I don't know if I need that much. I think we didn't need quite that much, so who knows? Perhaps we'll be able to get away with what we just did. Here's to hoping. And then through we go. And so what we're hoping to find here is I'm hoping to find that I can make the goggles. And then hopefully with the goggles, I'm going to be able to find the nodes better. Because I think that is going to be the key. Yeah. I wish that... Okay, so on the top left corner, that is where it tells me like how much of the different kinds of vis I have. I wonder if I could... I wish that was a little bit bigger. It's a little bit hard to see. Alright, and actually, while I have all this stuff in here, already did... Okay, Wither Skull was good for some. Pigman Head was good. Sword was good. Blaze Head, good. Alright, good, good, good. And so we have all this stuff here. Let's go ahead, dump them all in. And then I suppose with this wand... Well, let's pull this back. Let's take these back for now. And then let's see if I can craft this. Yes, I can. All right, cool. So that was enough to make me my deconstruction table. I'm going to put this right here. I have no idea what this is going to do. Oh, I see. Yo, that's actually lit. I could do all sorts of silly stuff with that. Wait, can I? Since we have like a butt ton of this essence. Can we automate this? Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's actually not bad at all. Let's get a hopper. Nope, that would work, but that's not what I want. Item transfer node, I guess. All right, and then let's do some crystal chests. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna do it like. Let's try to do it this way first. So can I do it like this? Well, actually, I guess that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Deconstruction table. I guess it would have to be here. And then break that down. So first, does this work? No. Okay, so that's a bust. Does this work? Actually, no, that doesn't even matter. If that doesn't even work, then yeah, never mind. Okay, so this is pointless. All right, so unfortunately, cannot automate deconstruction table as far as I can tell. I might be wrong about that, but now that I think about it, I'm not entirely sure how that would work unless it went into your inventory specifically, so that is fair. A shame, but fair. Let's go ahead and put this back down. I will run earth essence into the ground at some point, though. So if I ever need some more primals, I can just reach into this bag of goodies and then bang. Just knock out a whole bunch. It's actually really cool. But this is all nice and dandy, but this is neither here nor there, I suppose. All right, so with this here, I wonder, do I have enough for the goggles? Goggles. So goggles are going to require... I think we have enough. All right, so I need to make 2 more of these thermometers, 2 leather, or I'm going to need 4 leather, 2 gold extra as well. All right, so let me go get those things. Ooh! For the very first time, we've managed to fill an entire drive. Huh, okay, I guess I will have to upgrade them at some point. So I'm going to need gold. So this is a whole bunch. And then we're also going to need to get some leather out here. Don't need that much. Just need 4. And then we're going to need 2 things of glass. 1, 2. I guess we need the shards again. And I think that will do it. All right, so let's start off by making these bad boys right here. So 2 glass in there, and then make those. Now I don't think that this requires anything out of us, but now this will. So whoop, like leather right there. I think it was like a thermometer on either side, and then gold. No, that's wrong. That's just wrong on so many levels. All right, on. What was it needed? Oh, I was really close to being right. I just wussed out. And we are, oh, we're just a little bit short on the whatever, Perditio, I think it's called. Just a little bit, tiny bit short. All right, let's go beat some stuff down. Come here. And then we need this number. Okay, we actually got enough just from that, actually. So this, apparently this way works. You can just farm mobs and stuff. I don't know. Seems to be working. So far be it for me to confuse myself on the details. I think I'll just accept the fact that this works and go from here. All right, so there it is. 13, that's enough. And so let's go ahead and slap that bad boy into here. And there we go. Goggles of revealing. Vis discount 5%. Sure. Mm. All right, and then I'm assuming this goes into my helmet slot. I need a better hat for that. Oh man, I look so cool. Yo, when you look just trendy as all get out. Man, I look like a guy that would have so many friends, like you don't even understand. What the fleep? Oh man, this is Bants. Alright. A flower in my hair. I think... Oh, yes! Yes, 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 yes! Mr. T's head, thank you for being the greatest thing to have put there. I don't know why that is, but it looks beautiful. Thank you, Mr. T. Alright, so now we have our glasses on. Oh, but I can't fly anymore. Alright, well let's scour around the base. Let's scour around the base and see if we can find any nodes that happen to be here. I don't think they do. I don't think we will find any though. But you never know, man. You never know. Fingers crossed. Perhaps we'll find something. Does not look like it. Any nodes, governor? Any nodes at all? Alright, well... This is an interesting conundrum. The thing that I'm a little bit nervous about is that I don't want to load in chunks and then later on discover that, oh, by the way, the only way that you can have a node exist is if it's on solid ground. If that's the case, then we're in a lot of trouble. Because if that's going to be what happens, then I can't actually do this. Because obviously, you know, space. But we would have to go search in like the deep dark and stuff like that, so it would be problematic, to say the least. Let's go ahead, look up some angel rings here. This involves nether stars, though. Cry! Although this would be kind of cool to have. What do I need for another star? Right. You could just get another star block, Choco. Well, thanks, game. That's very helpful. Alright, wither, skeleton heads. We don't even have enough to summon a wither even if we wanted to. Huh. Well. Alright, so... I wonder, can I glitch the game? Oh. Well, I am extremely blatantly cheating right now, but... Far be it from me to complain about something that works in my favor. Alright, so let's see. The only thing I cannot do is I can't log out like this. That's the only thing I cannot do. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking like we're getting goose eggs. Just going over the areas I know we've been through. That way I don't end up like really screwing something up badly for us. Yeah, these all just look like they're stars and junk. I don't think there are any nodes. Alright, well... They're like really low or something? Maybe they're high in the air? We're at Y17. I should be able to see it if it's slow. No, they're all just stars. So maybe it's high in the air, perhaps? Maybe it's going to be like really, really high up. That's the only thing I can think of, is that maybe it's a question of rendering, right? Maybe it's not rendering because I'm not in the right spot for it. But right now, unless these things are like super duper rare, I don't think they spawn out here. Because it doesn't seem that way. I don't see it. Alright, well, unfortunately for me, yeah, okay, I don't see any difference. Alright, so I guess that there aren't nodes out here. I just don't think there are any. So, alas, that is not really good. The one last thing that I guess we'll venture a try on is let's go to the Nether, and let me put on those goggles after we get one of those like little orb things I was talking about. If they become super duper clear, then they are what I think they are, but I don't think they'll be counting as nodes. So I'm gonna have to kind of goof around and see what I can figure out for this. Because I remember we put it through the thermometer and it didn't really do very much for us, so we'll see. But let me go over to yonder and let me see what this will do for us. And so I just need to go and like butcher these bad boys. Ooh, I actually haven't scanned a ghast yet. Or if I don't even think I've killed a ghast this particular session of Sky Factory. Alright, hold on, ghast. Keep on spitting fireballs, do whatever you want, but I need you to be scanned. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello? There we are. Okay, there's some of those orbs. Let's go check it out with our goggles. They straight up vanished. Alrighty then. Well, that's crap. Here. Let's go ahead, just wreck some of these guys real quick. Okay, so there's another one. Like, there's so little. Alright, well, either way, I guess I'm going to have to do some research about this on my own and have to really determine, like, whether or not it's a matter of they're just stupidly rare or whatever the case may be. But I don't think that we're able to identify any this way. It's kind of unfortunate, but oh my gracious me. Either way, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, consider leaving a like, rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And next time, we won't be doing any more of those recipes, or at least like not doing a whole bunch of them like we did this time. I may go on a little bit of a quest, depending upon how I'm feeling about it, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it, but I might go on a little bit of a quest to figure out some stuff about the nodes. I cannot fly. Okay. That was a little bit disconcerting. Alright, but anyways, that is going to be it. And people are saying... Oh, wait, never mind. Alright, well anyways, guys, that is going to be all. Take care, everybody. I hope you all did have some fun today with this. Nothing can be learned. I figured I might as well look at these guys now. Nothing can be learned. Really? How is none of this learnable? Can you truly learn nothing from these things? Surely you could learn something. Crafter tier 3? Hey! Alright, there we go. Alright, so, anyways, yep, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Take care, everyone. Burp. Okay. I missed that real quick. I know I just did the outro, but just now my guy started, like, the heart started beating like really intensely, and then my vision kind of turned to an oval. I don't know what that was about, but I was literally just, I was messing around with this a little bit. That was really, really weird. What was that? Okay. So that was rather strange. I don't know if you guys could hear it right at the start, but there was like this random little heartbeat, and it was just like doom, 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 doom. It was just really strange. But anyways, that is going to be it for realsies this time, I think. I'm just going to sign off before something bad happens to me. But here we go.